Welcome back, lords and ladies, to the channel. For those of you who've never played it, this is XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. It's kind of a tactical game where you move your characters around the board using different weaponry and different tactics and different items to try to defeat the Advent, a group of aliens who, in the previous game, descended upon Earth and chose to try to take it over. I'm going to start a game up, go through naming the characters after some of my friends that I play with, some people that I create content with, and go from there and see how long I can keep them alive. This obviously is the main screen because I want everybody to see how we're going to go through this. We're going to be doing a new game on veteran mode, Talon. I do not want beginning voiceover. We're going to do some advanced options. Not worried about the longer tactical engagements because I'm doing it for a video. I do recommend doing that if you're just playing through and wanting to have a good time. We are going to start at Templar because I hate trying to get them. I'm not doing that. I'm going to double the length of the Avatar project because that can allow me to have a longer video at the end of it. Double the length of mission timers just kind of makes it a little bit easier. You know what? We're killing our friends. We're not going to make it easier. Grenade damage. I tried that once. I hate it. I'm never doing it again. Next. Not doing... Well, no, I said I was doing Iron Man mode on this one, so I will be doing Iron Man mode. Enable Lost and Abandoned. That introduces new gameplay features and story elements for the War of the Chosen expansion. Now, I think if I turn that... You never played expansion before, it's strongly recommended to experience the introduction content as it provides a strong narrative and gameplay tutorial for players of all skill levels, which is like, okay, enable introduction. Already played it through, I know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. These are other little DLCs. This updates and integrates all the downloadable content into War of the Chosen, which makes it to where I don't have to like play through different stories. Introduces the story of the alien hunters, content, all gameplay content, weapons, armor, new enemies. Will still be enabled without this mission. This takes away the missions, I believe. But I like the Lost Towers. I might do that on a different video though. But anyway, this is going to be our settings going in. Welcome to XCOM 2.
Accessing the feed now. We're in. But I don't know for how long. You seeing this? Way too much security, even for Advent.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic. They were telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
Timeline you placed upon us, mistakes are bound to happen.
It wasn't our fault. Please.
There's no need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time.
Did you say something?
You're one of those. You must understand, I had no choice.
Outrider, report.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by fringe elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow. Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher. 60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
All right. So what you just saw, I'll kind of explain here in a little bit, depending on what all this mission entails. Kind of give you a brief history back with the original XCOM game, and just go from there.
We're serious. That we're ready to infiltrate the city centers and strike at their heart. To that effect, we're moving in to take out a high-profile target that will get plenty of people's attention, especially Advent. Move to lock down the area and eliminate any security forces nearby.
Ooh, I already have my Templar.
Menace 1-5. We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Alright, so this is pretty much the gameplay. Each character has a set number of tiles they can move, be able, you know, go through and do whatever they need to do. We're starting in concealment, so things like busting through windows, opening doors, I believe, I'm pretty sure, walking near regular civilians. That's going to break us out of concealment and allow Advent, aka the aliens, to know where we're at. Each character, for the moment, is just a rookie, so they all have kind of the same abilities, except for this guy. This guy is a Templar. He's one of the special units added in with War of the Chosen, who has different abilities and doesn't use the same equipment that most everybody else uses. This guy uses more psionic abilities, and I really enjoy him. I'm glad I decided to go with him first. So now we're trying to sneak over here and play an X4 charges. As for what happened in the video, at the end of the original XCOM game, the aliens attack your fortress. They come in and you kind of get an ending that makes it look like it's just game over. Honestly, it makes you feel like you didn't really beat the game because the aliens win. However, you did beat the game. Yes, Advent won, but they also kept the commander, aka who you play as most of the game. In doing so, that's who was in the tube at the very beginning. There is a tutorial mission when you play through the proper way that sends 2 characters in, they run up, they go grab the body of the commander, and they leave. Since I got rid of tutorials because I already know how to play, I'm doing this mission, which is just kind of a, hey, here's a couple characters. Once they get done, they'll get promoted, and you'll have your normal squad. So let's go ahead and run through this. I'll try my best in these beginning videos to just kind of describe where and why. Like, for instance, I'm just moving my Templar down here because it's still covered. I don't think I'm going to pop up on anyone yet. Nope. But I do see Advent. You notice it's got the eyes.
They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
The eyes mean that if you walk in that area, you're going to lose concealment because they can see you. Why he can't see you over here, not really sure. But you know what? It's a video game, so we're just going to roll with it. Move you up there. You ain't got anything else to do. Yep.
Menace
Ding.
1-5, you're near the target position.
Yes, I know. Alright, like I said, most of these people are just going to be rookies. They're going to have the same abilities, just fire weapon, Overwatch, which, if I gotta explain Overwatch to you, I don't know why you're watching play this game. Hunker down is just kind of defensive, and then throw a frag grenade. We're going to go ahead and go into Overwatch. I don't really have a reason. Put you over there. Overwatch. Oh, hey. Move them there without doing much. Okay, cool. As you can see, like, all 3 of these characters look a little bit different. There is going to be customization that we'll be able to go into. That is one of my favorite parts of the game. Be ready. Now the aliens get their turn to move. They're just going to stand there like little nubs. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with it. So, like I said, Templar is a little bit different. We're going to put you into Overwatch. Put you into Overwatch. No, not from there. I'll put you into Overwatch from here. Probably going to spot another set. No, I don't. Oh, interesting. Don't want to use you yet, so I'm just going to skip him for the moment. I'm going to move her back here where she has a better line of sight, because at the beginning, they can't hit the side of a brick barn. Overwatch you. And then one of my favorite things about the Templars, they are just a straight up in your face melee style character. We're just going to go boom. Oop. Everybody saw, we've all been spotted. Oh, hey, there they are.
Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
Pew, pew, pew. Oh, he hit. No, I had no faith that he would actually hit that, so yeah. And then, because the Templars are who they are, I can move them away from people into cover. Love it. Pew 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 pew. Overwatch. There's one.
Enemy destroyed.
There goes 2. Shot, please. Yes.
Target neutralized.
Yes.
Cover the flanks.
so good.
Hopefully nobody else shoots her, though they probably will.
They got me flanked.
Yeah, she's probably dead. Oh, they missed. Awesome.
I can't move.
It's Iron Man mode too, so if they die, they die. They're gone. Okay, cool. Let's. You know what? You tried to shoot at her. No, I don't want to go.
Position confirmed.
You tried to shoot at her, so we're just gonna go pew 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 pew. Fire weapon.
Target disabled.
Dead duck. Yeah, we're gonna take you on, Mr. Commander, sir. Because you're making things a little bit. No, 51. 51. I got a nice shot right through the legs right there. Right at your head. We're still gonna go for it though. Yeah, okay, cool.
Target eliminated.
Duck. Already killed someone. So let's
Headed there now.
let's try to get you a kill. Boom. Sweet.
Kill confirmed.
That's what I wanted, because now everybody in the squad has a kill, which means everybody in the squad is going to get a promotion.
We have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
A repeater.
I have what we needed.
I mean, I'll put it on in the beginning just because it's an attachment, but it's not really one of my favorite attachments. Yeah, I figured you.
Hitting out.
So you got to move them up, and then you got to still have a turn left to be able to do what needs to be done at the little green square.
Menace 1-5, rendezvous at the extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charge.
That's pretty much the playthrough of the missions. You then get this little nice screen, which I'll probably cut out of a lot of the missions unless we get soldiers who died, because then I'll be making a big deal out of that.
All Advent gene therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment upgrades. Initial reports that the suspension of services were the result of dissident activity have been dismissed as radical propaganda.
Have the chance to make posters to kind of spread rumors about what you're at. This kind of gives you a little bit of info. Once again, I'll probably cut this screen out too, just because it's not really needed. This will probably be what's mostly seen at the end of it, just so I can show you guys promotions and stuff like that. These first promotions are going to be a little bit more interesting than normal promotion. Let's start with it.
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
Alright, so we got our first specialist. Specialists will do things like heal. They have the battle medic, which is kind of more like a healer, and then they have the combat hacker, who is pretty much what it sounds like. They can hack mech units and other things. I normally like to have two specialists in a group by end game, one that's full medic, one that's full hacker, because they both have their benefits. And at the beginning, you can't really choose both. You got to pick one or the other.
Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
Grenadiers are pretty much what they appear to be. Big booms. For some reason, their aim is always kind of off. Heavy gunner, demolition experts. I go back and forth picking different ones depending on the character that I'm trying to kind of do the loadout for.
The Ranger serves as our primary
My
reconnaissance,
favorite.
capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
Alright. So with the Rangers, you got a lot of different options. You got more kind of like a scout class, and you've got more kind of like an assault class. This one is very hard because I pick it depending on the one that I like. So a lot of times I will switch back and forth between scout and assault. They can run up and attack with a sword, and they're just awesome. He, however, didn't get... Oh, because he's already technically a squatty. That's interesting. Now they also have this, which soldier bonds. I don't know if I'm going to do through this video or not, but we'll see. Items recovered.
Commander to the research
And
labs.
the main screen, which you won't see a whole lot of through the playthrough unless I'm doing certain things like research that's story-wise important, certain buildings being constructed. I don't really like
We're picking up an unsecured transmission
the
from
layout
some clown
of
calling himself
this.
Van Dorn. Doesn't sound like the kind of recruit we're looking for.
I don't know what that's about. I don't like the layout of this because of where the power coils are, but meh, too late.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
Alright, this is going to be where a lot of the upgrades and stuff like that come from initially. What I mean by initially is here, research. You kind of research stuff anyway. You kind of research stuff, and as you research stuff, then you have the option of gaining it, buying it, however you want to say. We'll kind of get into that in just a little bit. It really wants me to do the alien biotech first because that's kind of story plot. I want to do experimental weapons. However, I know I'm not going to get what I need to actually craft these for a minute. So we're going to do modular weapons first, just kind of make our booms a little bit better.
Research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
You get that kind of every time that he does research. What he's talking about with the other stuff is as you play through, you can gain scientists and actually turn one of these rooms into a laboratory, which kind of knocks down how long each of your little research project takes. Now we have engineering.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
So the thing about her father is a reference to the original XCOM game. Your engineer was Shin, and it was her father. Things happen later on in regular playthroughs, so I don't think I'm gonna kind of go into a lot of that detail. I might if I decide to do just a pure story playthrough, but we'll see. As for now, this is where you kind of build items, flashbangs, medkits, smoke grenades. You don't really need these. They don't do a whole lot. Medkit, yes, you obviously need. Later on, you'll be able to do weapons and armor too as you acquire ability through research. Building facilities is another little part. You need engineers, which I don't have any, to be able to clear away the alien machinery that's in here, and then you can turn it into a room. I'm going to initially go down because I want to get these exposed power coils to be able to have more power on the ship. But past that, that's really what that's there for. View inventory, view engineers. We don't have inventory or engineers, so I'm not worried about it.
Always on edge, ready for a fight on a moment's notice.
Photos, down with Advent. Now, this is Memorial, obviously fallen soldiers if I wanted to recruit a new soldier. And then these are all the soldiers we currently have. Rookies, a bunch of them. Templar, Ranger, Specialist, here. These are the first ones I have, so I'm going to go ahead, start with a Templar. A little bit of Psychic, so they have more intelligence, but they're still just kind of like a move up and fight kind of character. This is going to be Malum. Yeah, this is going to be Malum. He likes having a lot of red and black. So yeah, this is going to be Malum. We're going to go here. Character info. Gender is female. Well, that's got to change. I won't do that often. I'll try to incorporate friends that I have of that gender, but there's not really many female friends that I play with that I feel like kind of fit that mold. You know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to change it back to the female. Going to change, yeah, it's going to change everything. I'm
gonna make it Kiki. Her name's Kiki, but I want it to show. We're just gonna do M for Miss. Because I really hear me out on this. Malum to me seems more like a range. Malum to me seems more like a ranger, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna time lapse through this real quick, that way we can kind of get through it. Alright, so here's Kiki. If she decides to watch the video, she can tell me whether or not she wants different colors or doesn't care for the hearts or thinks that's cute or whatever, but this is probably what I'm going to keep it for right now. I'm going to go ahead and fix our ranger to be Malum. Alright, there we have Malum. Being as they're a regular character, they have a lot of different torso options. I went with the vest because
that just kind of seems like him running in, gunning, and all that. That will kind of change later on as we get upgrade armors, because the different armors don't, the upgraded armors don't allow you to keep the open vest style tattoos on the arms. Obviously, we're going to try to keep those where they're seen most of the time. But yeah, there's Malum. Moving on to our specialist. Alright, this is going to be my friend Mandy. He's a good friend, really awesome, really fun to hang out with. I'll play Phasmo with her a lot. You might see her on the channel here in a little bit. I just kind of went with purple for now. If she decides she wants it to change, she can let me know after the video goes up. But, you know, those kind of changes will be things that I'll come in and do as they request, most likely off of recording. Hair and stuff like that, they can, if they really want me to change it, I will. But for now, this is going to be Mandy. Now our Grenadier. One more female. I know who this is. Alright, like I said, I know who this is going to be. This is a good friend of mine, Savage Rex Amy. She streams on Twitch. I'll try to put her link down in the Discord below. Big into green, big into T-Rexes, but I don't really have a lot of T-Rex style stuff. So we're just going to give her the tiger stripes, and she's going to be our explosive expert, making everything go big boom. So we got Kiki, Malum, Mandy, and Rex. The next couple ones, I probably will have to switch around. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of female friends that really kind of play the same games that I like to play. I might do people from my D&D group, stuff like that, but I don't know. We'll go from there. As for now, you know, see what happens next time. Well, that just happened.